The plan to destroy Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court case that protected women's right to an abortion, is already in motion. Now, Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy, who often voted to uphold abortion rights, is retiring from the Supreme Court. This means President Trump and a Republican-controlled Senate will determine his replacement.
And I'm very honored that he chose to do it during my term in office because he felt confident in me to make the right choice.
And based on what we've seen and heard from them, it's likely Trump will pick someone who would vote to overturn Roe v. Wade. States including Iowa, Louisiana, and Mississippi have passed strict limits on abortion that are already being challenged in the courts and may reach the Supreme Court in as soon as a year or two. This means that if Republicans get another conservative justice on the bench, Roe v. Wade could be overturned, and we will go back to the days of unsafe back-alley abortions and restricted reproductive rights for women. States will once again be able to ban abortion if that's what their legislators decide. In fact, 4 states have so-called trigger laws, which will automatically ban abortion if Roe v. Wade is overturned. Another 10 states still have abortion bans on the books from the pre-Roe v. Wade days. This would be disastrous for women in the United States, a country that was recently named the 10th worst country for women. Let's be clear, banning abortion will not end abortion. It will only end safe abortion, especially for poor and marginalized communities. We already see this happening across the United States. There are 7 states now that only have 1 abortion clinic. We must do everything we can to make sure Roe is not overturned, starting with having a fair confirmation process to stop an extremist Supreme Court justice who doesn't represent the American people. Remember, in 2016, when Mitch McConnell denied President Obama's Supreme Court nominee a single hearing ahead of the 2016 elections?
The next justice could fundamentally alter the direction of the Supreme Court. So of course, the American people should have a say in the court's direction.
Mitch McConnell should remember those words. Our job right now is to make sure that he does. And to make it clear, the American people want a say in Justice Kennedy's replacement. And in fact, we know what the American people want. 72% of Americans oppose overturning Roe v. Wade. The US Senate should not have a vote on any potential Supreme Court justice until after the American people have voted in November and a new Senate is sworn in next January. But that's not enough. At the state level, we must do everything we can to protect reproductive rights and ensure women keep their constitutional right to abortion even if Roe is overturned. We are not going back.